Martin del Potro. Austria, please welcome Dominic Thiem.
Welcome into the grandstand, Juan Martin del Potro facing Dominic Thiem for a spot in the quarterfinals here at the U.S. Open. I'm Sam Gore along with Lee Shiras. And for a second straight year, del Potro has to get through Thiem to make another quarterfinal here. The winner of this faces the winner of the Federer-Kohlschreiber match tonight.
First set, Dominic Thiem to serve.
So Thiem will start this match serving.
Play.
Thiem turned 24 yesterday. This is his fourth U.S. Open. He's made the round of 16, 3 of his 4 visits here. Going after that return. See if he continues to do that through the match.
Yeah, and I think he's a tall opponent who's going to hopefully try and, in his mind, take away one of Thiem's favorite plays. He likes the high bounding serve up to the right-hander's backhand. See, he tried to get it there. Del Potro mishit the return, but that's something you would want to watch for today. How do you match up with the tactics that your opponent likes to institute? And that's what Thiem's going to do today. You know it's coming. How do you deal with it?
Break point right away for Del Potro. They both can be so violent when they hit the ball, just crush it in different ways. Thiem with a lot more spin than Del Potro.
Yeah, and these guys will rely on their consistency, as you said, that aggressiveness. They go after the ball, but they also have to be wary of the score. When behind in the score, you want to try and make things happen. Don't surrender the initiative when your opponent's in a position to take real advantage on the scoreboard. So good move there by Thiem to make something happen.
Drop shot by Thiem to get to game point. Thiem coming off a quarterfinal run in Cincinnati, lost to Ferrer. It's his best U.S. Open Series event.
Potro out-dueling Thiem in that backhand rally.
Tight opening service game. This will be the 9th point of the game.
And that's
Misfires again. Boy, this is a shaky service game here to start the match. You can see Thiem with a lot of deep breaths after every point. He may be a little nervous here. Again, the breeze has picked up. It started picking up during the Bryan brothers doubles match.
And that's Thiem.
Serve is a part of Thiem's game that he's improved. I still think it could be even bigger and better than it is now. Good return there from Delpo, and you can see up high, he can deal with that high bounce pretty well. And that's what his two-hander looks like these days, fairly flat. He's got good margin, and you can see as a result it's got great depth. There's Günter Bresnik in the middle. Thiem's coach.
Torque just crushes that forehand. We always talk about the pace of Del Potro, but Thiem absolutely obliterates the ball.
Did you know that Bresnik has coached 30 top 100 players?
Really? I did not know that.
That is a lot of experience.
I know he's been with Thiem since he was young.
Game
And when Thiem finally holds serve, a long opening service game, that was a 14-point game.
Yeah, there's a look at Bresnik there. He's worked with Boris Becker, Patrick McEnroe, Henri Leconte, Ernest Gulbis. Gulbis and Thiem worked together a fair amount a couple of years back, but both under Bresnik's tutelage. And, you know, it's funny to hear Bresnik. He says, you know, listen, I don't prepare you for Club Med. I prepare you for the jungle or the war, whatever word you want to use. But you're not going to be soft physically or mentally to make it in the Pro Tour.
He doesn't travel with Dominic as much as he used to. Still the biggest influence on him.
Sam, can you prepare me for Club Med? I think I could use
Yeah,
some preparations in that regard.
That.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty easy.
it's kind of my career. A lot of off time after those early losses.
Del Potro falls behind love 30. He's almost in tears after his last win out in Arthur Ashe Stadium Court. Just so happy to be moving on here after he beat Bautista Agut just 2 days ago. Potro trying to keep going to the team backhand, and it's break point.
Yeah, and that's one of his favorite patterns of play, that inside-out forehand. But it does go into team's strength, the backhand. But there's also a grudging respect for the team forehand, obviously. This guy Thiem has got firepower off both wings, and he's also got 3 break point chances.
That return he took, he just steps in off the one hand. The timing Thiem has with his hands, I've always found to be so impressive. Still break point. The break. Dominic Thiem breaking Del Potro right away after a long opening service game himself. He breaks Del Potro quickly. He's currently having the 4th best year on tour, so he's 4th in that race to London, even though he's ranked 8th.
Yeah, and the race to London is the points earned from January 1st to December 31st. So it's really, as you said, a measurement of who's doing the best this year. No points from the previous year are in that ranking list.
Yeah, Del Potro may have had something in his eye. He was talking to the ball boy about it.
The team is not only got power, but he's got a fair amount of savvy, because that cross-court forehand, by the time Del Potro tracked it down, he was almost outside the doubles alley. And from there, you have to make a decision. Do I want to end the point or keep it going? And Del Potro tried to end it.
Del Potro still hasn't hit a winner. Would you expect there to be a lot of service breaks in this, Leaf?
Yeah, good question. I suppose you're going to have a few. I don't think we were going to have a lot of breaks. These guys have good serves, and they back them up pretty well. So I would say really just maybe a handful over the course of 3 out of 5.
Shadow starting to creep closer to the court. Well, not a good follow-up right now. 15-30 after Thiem broke in the last game.
Big point. 15-30, 30-15, obviously valuable for both sides of the net. For Del Potro, a chance, had he wanted, to get the double break point. So you don't want to give away too easy a point that's so valuable.
Potro had a break point in Thiem's first service game, could not convert it. Just looks uncomfortable so far. shot off that backhand. The backhand winner keeps the perfect start alive for Dominic Thiem. I understand what he was saying, Leaf, but he's definitely suffering in some way and needs some attention.
Yeah, he looked very concerned. He was sort of rubbing his head and talking to the umpire and just not looking completely right.
Yeah, he hasn't been sharp so far to start this match. So we'll see if anything progresses further here. Del Potro's had a slow start in terms of the tennis. Down love 3.
And he tried to end that point fairly quickly, didn't he? Leaned on the backhand.
He still has not hit a winner in this match. 8 unforced errors for Del Potro to go 3 games without a winner is pretty rare. Winner of this match will get the winner Federer and Kohlschreiber. They play tonight in Arthur Ashe Stadium in just under 2 hours from now.
Pretty heavy hitting, huh? That's just amazing. I mean, Thiem was hitting it hard. At times he hit it up high. A lot of clearance over the net. And from such a deep position in the court, he can really apply pressure.
Yeah, he actually hit that microphone, the back of the court.
Delpo could use a good day serving. Actually getting in 78% of his first serves, but he's only winning 29% of those points. Yes, he's serving hard, but maybe not effectively.
I mean, I would speculate he's just not feeling well, Leaf. I don't see an injury, but he may be sick. I've seen him sneeze a few times and rub his eyes. Breeze is picked up. Thiem with a break point now. And there's the double break. Dominic Thiem up 4-love. Del Potro has not hit a winner. 10 unforced errors.
Yeah, those numbers don't represent who this man is.
Especially coming off that win against Bautista Agut a couple of days ago. Just breathtaking tennis. See if the physio and the doctor come out on the next changeover. Chair umpire was on the phone as they came back out after that changeover after meeting with Del Potro.
Trying to convert the backhand again. Just doesn't get the timing right.
It's Team Del Potro. Obviously looking very concerned. When he came out onto the court, Del Potro was getting cheers and a lot of the Argentine fans chanting. But it's been a pretty subdued atmosphere right now as Del Potro is struggling.
Make you feel any better looking across the net and seeing one of the fittest, strongest, most resilient players. You know, Thiem's prepared. He's packed his bag for a long battle today.
Thiem just turning 24 yesterday. He's won the 3rd most matches on tour this year, Thiem. As we mentioned earlier, having the 4th best 2017 of all the players. His first double fault of the match. Thiem trying to wrap up a spot in the World Tour Finals in London.
Yeah, that's the winning combination. First serve and the first forehand. Handful of winners off that wing.
Well, Thiem marches through and races out to a 5-love lead in just 23 minutes, and we'll see if the physio and the doctor visit with Del Potro because he's not 100%. Well, on that changeover, Juan Martin del Potro did have the physio and the physician come out onto the court. They gave him some ibuprofen, or actually some acetaminophen. He was motioning to his eyes. So we saw he had a ball kid look in his eye earlier in the match. But he's facing a big deficit here in front of a partisan Del Potro crowd. Love 5 down. You get a lot of those errors from Thiem. He has such big swings, shank it, especially on the hard courts.
It's surprising, really, to see him miss so many of these forehands. He just, again, underlines the fact that he's not 100%. Normally able to find the range off that wing pretty consistently.
0 winners, 13 unforced errors.
He'll have some time to perhaps feel a little bit better, but it's going to make the road longer. Having played a fair amount of tennis already, this set's pretty much over.
Wow, Thiem going toe-to-toe with the Delpo forehand.
Well, Thiem has a tremendous forehand. I mean, that's really where most of his power resides. And to watch him get outside this ball and just rip it, I mean, it seems to be out of position, but great players, the elite in our game, seem to do something special from difficult positions. Rafael Nadal, I mean, he makes a living out of miraculous winners from outrageous positions on the court.
Del Potro's on the board. But Thiem will serve for the opening set, up 5-1. Huge crowd here in the grandstand. This is really the only other major singles match going on right now.
Yeah, there's not an open seat, is there? In this standing room only at the very top, and it's about 3 or 4 deep there.
And this is a ticketed court, so you have to have a ticket to get in here.
50.
And one thing about playing that first serve with that high spinning ball, it takes it out of your opponent's strike zone. Plus, it's a high percentage serve.
Del Potro a little shaky walking back toward the ball kid. The fans trying to fire him up, get him going. They're really behind Delpo here.
13-15.
Good thing is it's a 3 out of 5 set match. So as you said, he's got a little time to let that medicine kick in and maybe give him some extra energy here, allow him to play better.
Thiem doesn't really want to change his tactics too much. I mean, he might look down the other side and see a struggling opponent. Obviously, you want to make someone who's not feeling their best work hard. Thiem does that pretty naturally, so he's not going to have to change things too much here, no matter the condition of his opponent.
Del Potro with his first little opening here since the very start of the match. And a break point in Thiem's opening service game. Hasn't seen one since. Sometimes I think he's going to come out of his shoes when he hits, Thiem. He's just so ferocious with those ground strokes.
Yeah, he's a very physical player, isn't he? He really throws his entire body into the shots. Yeah, didn't get the range right on that forehand, and perhaps just a little bit slow in getting his feet right.
And there's a break. So Del Potro gets a break back. Thiem's going to challenge this. He's going to go to the chase review, but I think he's going to lose this challenge.
Yeah, he's hoping he put enough topspin on it to maybe bring it down on the line. And
Oh, he did. Yeah, wow. Chase review shows he did clip the line, and so he has not been broken. Last thing you want to do is give Del Potro some momentum. This crowd is just dying to pull for him.
I can't believe the lines person missed that. An absolute
I missed
millimeter.
it too.
A millimeter.
It looked like it was out.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just not sure that's the kind of return you want. You just fed that return right into the team forehand, and he's going to take that cross court. High percentage, and that's a long way to run.
A lot of forced errors by Thiem today.
How good is that? Boy, those forehands. It's got a lot of angle, a lot of topspin. Del Potro was never inside any of the lines of the court. He was so far wide. Argentine fan not feeling particularly good about that.
Set point now for Thiem.
Mr. Thiem is challenging the goal on the center service line. The ball's called forward.
Thiem's going to challenge this serve. It was called out. Chase review will show whether it was in or out. If it's good, I think that would be an ace. No, it's out. It's a second serve. And that will end the opening set. Dominic Thiem wins the first set in 36 minutes, surrendering just one game.
The one on the baseline was out, so I didn't want to say this is out of
Case is still starting.
Yeah, but it was so close on the base.
So I've been doing a lot of Juan Martin del Potro matches over the years, and I think this is the first time I've ever done one where he had 0 winners in a set.
Yeah, it's pretty stunning, isn't it, for a guy who can light up the forehand side, use the backhand to set up the forehand. Instead, he's got 15 unforced errors and just 1 game on the board. So you can see his struggles. He's going to have a dramatic change of fortunes to make this competitive and maybe give himself a chance. I mean, if he's not feeling well, that's going to be a difficult task today.
Time. Second set.
So the second set about to begin. We'll see if things get better for Del Potro. He went an entire set without hitting a winner, but he gets to serve first here to start the second. Del Potro won fewer than 50% of his total serve points in that first set. Oh, got him. What a point.
Del Potro doing his best to defend the net. Ultimately, though, this backhand just way too good.
Thought we might see his first winner on that point. Juan Martin del Potro still 0 winners and 0 points to start this set. Love 40 down.
He's got to start finding the range on the forehand. Well, that's the dependable weapon. That's probably the biggest and best shot on the court. It just hasn't been so far today. I know he's struggling to find it, but that's the answer for him. Yeah, his first serve down around 60% now. It was at 78. He was making a lot of first serves early.
Team giving one back there, and it remains break point.
You mentioned Thiem having been coached by Günter Bresnik since he was 9 years old. In fact, Thiem's father was a coach at Bresnik's academy. His father passed along the son to the main coach and said, "Take care of my young man," and he certainly has done a great job. Obviously, the experience of having worked with some of the best guys in the world.
And there is the break to start the second set. It has been a sluggish start for Juan Martin del Potro. Still no winners. He's had the trainer, or the physio, and the doctor out on the court.
And you see in Thiem the kinds of qualities that make a top 10 player. You know, you have the reliability, that physical dependability, and also he has the smarts. I think having smarts is a championship quality. This guy has a tremendous passion for the game. He wants to learn. And that's what Delpo's up against today. Delpo's problems today are a little more serious on the physical side than any of the things across the net from him. He's got to just start feeling better. Not much you can do about that.
Yeah, tough to pinpoint exactly what's going on, but Thiem is putting the beating on him right now. Thiem has not let up. Thiem now with 11 winners. Still 0 for Del Potro.
Fired there. And one thing that separated Thiem last year on the tour, I mean, this year he's in deciding sets, he's 5 wins, 7 losses. Last year, big year for him. He had 22 wins and 3 losses in deciding sets. I mean, he was playing quality tennis under pressure when it counted the most. And that's essentially how you define a great player. Certainly the number beside your name in the ranks will tell you if you're quality under pressure or not.
Still without a winner. 40-15 for Thiem. Thiem last year broke into the top 10. Did it last June after he got to the semifinals at the French Open. Game point for a 2-love lead. He's getting pretty close to qualifying for London right now. He's in the 4th position. Only Nadal and Federer have qualified. Zverev's in 3rd, Thiem 4th.
Whoops. Yeah, that's pretty impressive to be one of the top 8 guys at the end of the year. That's, not only are you a great player, but you're a great player. Consistency over the course of the year has been great. Top 10 is not an accident.
There's a fantastic serve, and Thiem consolidates his break.
Yeah, that's that wide one, Sam, that is so difficult to deal with.
But even there, Leaf, I mean, shouldn't he have come in behind that, gotten a little bit quicker? He seems still a little hesitant sometimes.
You know, I don't. When it comes to that twisting serve, I don't think so.
No.
I think there might be other times where he could, but you know, he opens up so much real estate. It doesn't matter whether he's at the net or the back. He's going to have a big target to hit into. He's going to be in command.
He'd rather do it from the back of the court.
Yeah. And it's equally as dependable. So again, go to what's tried and true. And one thing you don't want to do as an attacking player is you don't want to do something that's going to put you at a disadvantage. You don't want to rush headlong into disaster. Obviously, there'll be times in a match when that might be called for.
Del Potro is now up to 21 errors and 0 winners.
Good attacking tennis, but you know, if you are going to come in volley, you've got to do a little bit more with the volley. There's Mladenovic, the French player. A nice spot in the sun.
So again, more chances for Thiem now to break, as even that forehand has just never gotten on track today. Nothing has. Set that up the way we've seen him thousands of times before. Finds the net. I don't want to take anything away from Thiem, but this is just a really strange one. Last year, again, these two met same stage in the tournament. It was Thiem that stopped in the second set because of a knee injury. And the double fault gives Thiem a 3-love lead. His team glances over at Del Potro. Del Potro still playing. His team surrendered just one game in this match. Dominic Thiem just continues to distance himself from Del Potro.
straight ahead, right down the middle. You play with power, you play with depth. The middle can be a nice target. Forces your opponent to perhaps cough up the angle first. And with that angle, you can do a little more damage.
Just continues to pour it on, now up 4-love.
And Nadal and Rublev are already in the quarterfinals in that top half, so a couple spaces in the quarters still remain. But Thiem's looking better and better, like he's going to get one of them. And then he'd await either Federer or Kohlschreiber. A lot of one-handed backhands in this section of the draw.
It's nice to see. I like to see it. Thiem's going to challenge this ball that was on the sideline closest to the umpire. Shot was called out, so the chase review put into play here.
He wants the ball, doesn't he? I mean, he's
good.
Got these right.
Wow. I mean, this guy's vision is unbelievable today. So replay this point. I've been impressed, Leaf, though, with how teams just kept pouring it on. I mean, obviously Del Potro's not 100%, but Thiem continues to not let it affect him. You know, a lot of times you'll see a guy kind of come down, his level will drop, he'll start making errors. He's continued to be solid.
To be honest, he hasn't really had to do much. You know, he's hitting the ball hard. He's playing high percentage tennis. He's not really playing high risk. He's just allowing Del Potro to ultimately play into error. The fact that he's kept his head down and his mind on the task, it's been impressive.
26 errors from Del Potro. Still no winners. Better on that point.
And I think Thiem, you know, if he doesn't have this lead, maybe he doesn't take that last ball into the forehand corner. Instead, he goes to the backhand. But he opted to go into the mouth of the lion. That's Del Potro's best shot. So he got the reply that perhaps the approach deserved.
Game point, Del Potro. Wow. Off the forehand side.
Yeah, it's crazy good. The way he takes this big windup, but watch him get over the top of the ball. I mean, he gets over from the bottom of the ball, up the back, around on the top, and that allows it to curl inside the baseline. It's a devastating shot. So is that.
Del Potro is on the board, and you hear how desperately these fans want to see him get back into the match. Dominic Thiem just trying to keep it going here. He's been controlling this match from the very start. 6-1, 4-1. Del Potro still statistically without a winner.
Making some inroads here. That's a good start. Can he feel a little bit better? The doctor came out, he had a little bit of medicine just to address the discomfort he's been feeling. Yeah, here's love 30.
Team does not want to let this crowd get into this match. It is a very passionate Del Potro crowd here. See a lot of Argentine jerseys around the stands. And there is the first winner of the match from Del Potro.
And sometimes a short ball that Del Potro produced can put your opponent at the net, which is oftentimes an advantage for you, particularly if you can keep the ball down low like that. Maybe he can build on that development.
Triple break point for Del Potro.
And again, that kicker out wide. That's his go-to serve. He does tend to get the toss behind his head a little bit, Thiem, so you can read it, little cue that it's coming, but at the same time, from the same position, takes that serve down the tee.
Oh, nice combination.
This is something that Federer does well with his serve. You know, Roger is capable of opening up the court wide on both sides, and that's his go-to play. And Thiem is very good at doing that as well. You know it's coming, but you got to find a way to stop it.
Boy, Thiem has done such a good job absorbing that pace. He defends so well.
He does everything pretty well. And that was maybe the best point of the match.
So the break points have evaporated.
That's the pattern of play that's most beneficial for Thiem. Deep down, he knows Del Potro can't really hurt him with the backhand. He's not going to be able to hit a winner from back there. The forehand, yes, but that rally cross court, he can do that all day without really losing any position.
Oh, finally.
Well, they're starting to recognize their man as he uncorks, well, the first forehand winner, I suppose. It was just a monster shot on the line.
Thiem was just daring him to hit it. So good.
Getting pretty handy up at the net. Yeah, last year he won titles on 3 different surfaces, including grass. Obviously also winning on hard and clay.
So this serve was called out. Team's going to go to the chase review. He's been pretty good on these chase reviews. Not this time. Second serve. Game point. What a shot. And Thiem from love 40 down. Hold serve.
Yeah, maybe Thiem is taking it personally that I said that Del Potro's forehand was the biggest shot on the court. Because right now, this man's forehand has been absolutely spectacular. Look at the follow through to give it shape, give it power.
So Thiem a game away from a 2-sets-to-love lead. Potro's won fewer than 50% of his serve points. He's won 45% of his first serve points, 36% of his second serve points. A rare backhand winner from Del Potro.
50.
was a pretty good shot from Thiem. Little two-hander. Del Potro able to clean it up at the net, however. When you see him play these kinds of volleys, you think, well, why shouldn't he be up there a little more frequently?
Oh, he missed it.
40-15.
It's game point Del Potro to pick up his second game of the match, or of this set.
It's kind of interesting, isn't it, when the players look over at sort of their team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, can you tell me, was it in or out? Should I challenge it, essentially, is what they're saying. Would that be considered coaching?
Yeah, I don't think it's coaching. I just, you're supposed to do it yourself.
So it wouldn't be legal, is that what you're saying?
I mean, I think you're free to ask anyone whether they think it's in or out. Well, if you're a Dominic Thiem fan here today, you are loving what you're seeing. If you're a Del Potro fan, which it feels like most of these are, it's not been fun. Sun starting to set. Del Potro and Thiem playing for a spot in the quarterfinals. It's been all Thiem in this match. Serving for a 2-sets-to-love lead.
Yeah, pretty up-tempo tennis from Thiem today. Del Potro usually can make that adjustment when guys are pressing him. So far today, just hasn't been there.
Thiem's finally starting to make some errors. He lost to Del Potro in Madrid last year, 6-3, and then we've talked about it numerous times last year when they played at this stage of the U.S. Open. He had to retire in the second set, trailing by a set in 3-2. But the way this match has been played today, he seems like he's a bad matchup for Del Potro. Set points now.
Go, Dom.
Well, Thiem has just been dominating Juan Martin del Potro, and he's up 2-sets-to-love.
Time. Third set.
So we'll see if Del Potro can get things on track here in the third set. At least he won one more game in the second set than he won in the first set. It's the silver lining.
Now you're right about that. You have to find the positives in everything, and you hope he's feeling a little bit better. Clearly he hasn't been feeling well throughout this match. It's affected his play. Thiem is at the very top of his powers, playing great, and why not? Look at the score. When you have that kind of lead, you know, the pressure's off a little bit. You can relax, play your game, not think so much about winning, because it all seems to be coming so naturally. Thinking about winning and the score, that creates tension. Thiem he's not showing any signs of tension today.
Del Potro looking a little better here in this opening service game of the third set. It's been a bad match for him today. He's had the doctor and the physio out earlier in the match. Got some medication and hasn't seemed to help. He did not hit a winner in this match until 6-1, 4-1, love 30. But these fans have stuck by him. It's an overwhelmingly partisan Del Potro crowd in grandstand. They haven't had much to cheer for.
Thiem just beating Delpo with pace.
You know, a lot of fans have gotten souvenirs today. There have been a lot of shanks.
I feel like I could be at Citi Field and Delpo's batting for the Mets. A lot of foul balls going off into the crowd.
Getting frustrated with himself because he's donated a lot of points here in this first game. Potro like a sleeping giant. Don't want to wake him up. Gotta keep him asleep. And it's just unbelievable how far back he is for that return.
Yeah, and he does have the one-handed backhand. And if he's not taking it on the rise, he wants to let it drop. So despite the position, he's able to at least play the ball right where he wants it, just above waist high, and drive it. But you're right, he's almost up in the front row. A little bit of the kind of position that Rafa Nadal assumes when he's returning serve. He's also well back in the court. There's Nadal not having any problems today against Alexander Dolgopolov, 6'4", 6'2", 6'1". So Nadal's into the quarterfinals.
And Del Potro with his first ace of the match has the lead on the changeover.
Yeah, that's a very positive game, isn't it? Uncorked a few forehands. The first serve came through for him. Just, for his sake, I hope he's feeling better. That he give an honest effort that he can take pride in. Obviously, he just hasn't been allowed to be at his best because of his condition. But he's got the support, and that's going to help him. He'll be buoyed by that. As you walk onto a court like this with over 8,000 fans, there's such a huge energy, and you can draw on that energy. I think Thiem's done a great job managing his emotions and his energies because it's been primarily a pro Del Potro crowd, as you said, Sam. It's never easy.
Yeah, I do too. Thiem did not play a very good return game in that last game. There was some errors that he wasn't committing earlier. He had a couple of unforced errors, crucial moments, but still way out in front. Del Potro's only come back from 2 sets to love down 1 time in his career.
Something's starting to happen here. A glance. If he can win one of the next 2 points, he'll get a break point.
Got it. A chance for Del Potro to have a break lead for the first time in the match. But Del Potro 0 for 6 on break points in this match. He is waking up.
And a glance at Marty Fish sitting right behind him. Marty, a former top tenor, an American player, now working in U.S. television.
So Del Potro's got this crowd fired up, and this is exactly what Dominic Thiem did not want to happen. And let's see if he can use the energy from this crowd. 2-love Del Potro, the first time he's been up a break in the match.
Going for just a little too much. Pressing the accelerator there on the forehand.
Del Potro's only comeback from 2 sets to love down was in Davis Cup. That was in the final last year against Marin Cilic. Oh, what a backhand.
Around the outside edge with a fair amount of topspin to make it dip. So difficult to be a net player, an attacking player at the net, and defend that space the way the guys can spin the balls nowadays with angle. Maybe changing the line of attack a little too early in the rally. He was having great success just staying in the backhand channel.
So Del Potro, could he come back and win this set? He's halfway there.
Thank you.
Dominic Thiem up 2 sets to love, but climbing an uphill battle here in this 3rd set. He is down love 3, and the crowd is all over him and totally behind Del Potro. just leaking errors. So Thiem got off to a very quick start. Del Potro was sluggish at the beginning of the match, had the physio and the physician come out onto the court. But you knew this crowd was not going to give up on Del Potro. They have pushed Del Potro. It took Del Potro into the 13th game of the match before he hit a winner. Like a freight train. It's moving pretty nicely now after that slow start.
Del Potro thought the backhand may have missed, but it grabbed a bit of the line. Gunter Brisnik in the dark blue shirt, his team's coach. He's on the edge of his seat.
And that'll make him happy, because Thiem, a lot of times with that clay court mentality this summer, his coaches have been upset with him, because when he gets in a tight situation, he tends to back up a little too much, be a little too defensive. And Thiem can breathe a sigh of relief after that laser goes wide. I think Gunter's in pretty good shape right now too. He's a really tough coach. Thiem has an exceptional work ethic.
He says the job of a coach is to give the player all the tools possible to succeed. He's done that, and he's not done yet shaping this young player.
A reminder to go to usopen.org. You can check in on the stats of this match, among other things.
Beautiful play. Really just doing what the ball tells him to. They've got a short ball inside the service line. You've got to make good with the transition game. He's got that skill. Nice volley, the backhand up the line.
Thiem desperately trying to find that Del Potro backhand. The forehand is back to full force right now. Again, Del Potro's come back from 2 sets love down, not in a major. It's in Davis Cup. He's never done it in a major. But he seems to be feeling a little better. At least he looks like he is. It's a strange start, very lethargic opening couple of sets from Del Potro.
He was sort of rubbing his eyes and blinking his eyes as if it's some sort of visual problem. Not having a problem with that forehand now, though, is he? He's starting to make clean contact, and it's finding the target.
Game point Del Potro for a 4-1 lead. And Del Potro trying desperately to get to a fourth set and roll the dice. It almost feels like we're at a soccer game or a World Cup match, some sort of international sporting event. Del Potro seems to have this entire stadium behind him right now, passionately. His team continues to try to come back here in this set. It's just one break.
Just misfiring. He's lost the range on his forehand.
All right, Leaf, if you're team right now, how do you handle this? What's your approach got to be to avoid this thing getting away from you?
Yeah, well, you have to get back to your point-by-point mentality. Do the little things well. First serve, first forehand. Keep bossing the point like you were. And try to resist the urge to overhit, to try and hit a winner. Stick with your rhythm. Stick with what got you this lead in the first place. Obviously, that is not a positive development whatsoever.
Only the second double fault of the match, and it gives Del Potro a chance to go up a double break and pretty much assure us of a fourth set. But it's been pretty quick. Potro 0-16 in majors when losing the first two sets.
Now this is one of those moments where I think Del Potro has to be careful. You want to make sure you get this second break. You put this advantage right in front of you. You've got to take it. His team otherwise will get a little momentum from recovering.
Well, that momentum is not happening at the moment. It's all on the Argentine side of the net.
Del Potro leads 5-1, third set.
Talk about this giant coming to life. I think the crowd is another of these giant forces at work. They can elevate a player when he's tired. They can elevate a player when he's struggling with his game. Those things are working in Del Po's favor.
Del Potro serving for the set team sends a message back.
59.
Again, it took him an eternity, longest I've ever seen it, for him to hit a winner. No winners in the first set. Went 5.5 games in the second set. No winners. And now they're just flowing.
Let's focus.
The team is trying to salvage a little something of this set. It's not giving up on it. A strike like that.
Boy, it's just amazing to me, Leaf. It's like they've switched places. Thiem can't keep the ball in the court. Del Potro can't miss right now. Complete role reversal.
Yeah, and that was the pattern of play that gave Thiem the lead. You know, go backhand until you've got something good that you can change directions on, but he just overplayed it.
Set point, Del Potro.
40-30.
Did not think I'd be saying this. Delpo has stolen the third set.
Time.
So remarkable recovery by Juan Martin del Potro here in the third set to grab a bit of momentum and finally stand up to the challenge of Dominic Thiem, who has been his dominator-like self in the opening 2 sets. But it's Delpo and his many fans who have grabbed the moment. So we head into the 4th set of this 4th round match. A spot in the quarterfinals on the line. Grandstand court here at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center is the setting. Thiem serving first in the 4th.
Well, you can just see the intensity in Del Potro's movement that we did not see in those first 2 sets. Whatever it was that was bothering him seems to have gone away.
Third killer.
See if the team can raise his level here. Oh, it's too good. I don't think there's many places you can put a drop shot that team's not going to get.
14.
Yeah, it's amazing sense of confidence when you just have the feeling that you can get to every ball on a tennis court. And Thiem is one of those guys who can do it. Beautiful slide, lovely control with the hands. Nice little back kick there by Thiem. He's a big Chelsea Football Club fan. That's a better start.
First game, full set.
Well, he's such a good competitor. I mean, for his age, just turned 24 yesterday. He's one of the best and brightest young players out on the tour. And he just doesn't, you don't ever see Thiem get overwhelmed. You know, if it was ever going to happen, it would be in this environment.
Yeah, he's a pretty heady young man. Strong family, well coached, loves the game. Doesn't have any problems with sort of not trying in matches. He's always going to give his best. He's a character guy. I think that's the play. I mean, I think you've got to make Delpo feel a little more pressure on the backhand wing.
Yeah, of the two, Leaf, who do you think has the best chance to be a world #1? Zverev or Thiem?
Sasha or Misha?
Sasha.
I think they both have tremendous opportunities. I think, in fact, it's really just a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before Thiem raises a Roland Garros trophy.
That could be a fantastic rivalry of the future. The wind is picked up. Del Potro backing off his motion, asking for mercy from the umpire.
This is where Delpo can be very tough. Once he gets the ball on his forehand, he starts owning that center of the court. It's tough to get him out of there.
Thiem was absorbing that pace earlier in the match. He's got to find that Del Potro backhand.
Didn't get it up high enough. Both men at the net. Thiem gets the best of that exchange.
Perfect. Del Potro trying to hang on here and avoid giving Thiem the momentum to start the fourth. Del Potro has been broken 4 times in this match.
That's
40-30.
a bad miss. And just taking a glance down at that court, mistimed it badly.
Well, you don't even have to look at the court. You can just listen to the crowd and know who wins each point right now. But I would advise you look at the court because this is some pretty good stuff here. Del Potro holds serve to start the fourth.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this because you sense that the problems Del Potro had in the first couple of sets, took some medicine from the doctor, just starting to clear up, and he's looking like his old self. Getting off the line.
Love 15. Thank you.
And can you just imagine what is going through Thiem's body right now? Pressure of every miss, he's being cheered against.
Knew it was coming there. Del Potro still couldn't quite handle it.
I mean, I think most people here probably thought Del Potro was going to retire in that second set. The way he looked, the way he was so lethargic, and had the doctor come out. This is quite the turnaround. In this 3 out of 5 set format, you've got time to get yourself back into it.
Yeah, you sure do, and that's what we're seeing. And the pressure isn't so much on Del Potro now. Despite being behind in the score, it's on Thiem. He's having to close out, and that can be a distinctly difficult challenge. That is a bad miss.
Yeah, he's rattled right now.
15-14.
Yeah, that's a bit of nerves, that play. I mean, he had a big target to hit into. And again, you don't have to even hit a winner there. Just good and deep in the corner and get to the net.
It is all Del Potro. Juan Martin del Potro up a break in the fourth, down 2-1.
Time.
Juan Martin del Potro well on his way to trying to complete a 2 sets to love comeback for the first time in his career in a major. He's only done it in Davis Cup once last year. He has all the momentum on his side at the moment and the crowd. What a point!
Love 15.
Yeah, not only was Thiem quick with his feet, but watch how quickly he gets his racket to the ball, bang, and pulls it back cross court. And that was a blur. Thiem better be careful about just rolling balls into that forehand wing. Del Pot's going to make you pay the price. I mean, he just lays into this forehand. I mean, that ball is just not deep enough or hard enough. When in doubt, you've got to get it on the Del Pot backhand.
A whiff from Thiem. It's been that kind of third and fourth set.
The 2-15.
We've crossed the 2-hour mark now in this round of 16 match. The winner gets Federer or Kohlschreiber. They'll be up in Arthur Ashe Stadium tonight. Of course, it was Federer that Del Potro beat to win his one and only major title here at the US Open in 2009. Del Potro has opened the door here for Thiem. A break point. Thiem breaks back. Game on here in the fourth. And a reminder, usopen.org is your online home for point-by-point live scoring, real-time stats and draws. Visit the official tournament site at usopen.org. You can follow the stats of this match as it happens. Watch it on your monitor and follow the stats at the same time.
Now that's a better point from Thiem.
We were seeing earlier in the match too, those long rallies. Del Potro would bail out with a miss.
Into the backhand, and then if you are going to go into the Del Po forehand, you go big, you go strong. Depth and spin.
Oh, I cannot believe that. What a cover. Thought he was getting past here, Leaf.
Well, he just sat on the cross court. He knew it was coming, and he was there early. And you know your opponent's tendencies. And this is a great example of it.
Good scouting report. Team back there trying to encourage himself after winning that point. He was down a break. He's made that up 2-1. Could you imagine if we went to a 5th set, how this place would sound? Team desperately trying to avoid that scenario. What a response from Thiem in these last 2 games. Game point now as a result of this. Dominic Thiem has made up the 1-break deficit and has inched. Now the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center on this national holiday here in the United States. Juan Martin del Potro trying to attempt a comeback from 2 sets love down for the first time in his major tournament career. He's done it in Davis Cup. Down 2-3. He was up a break here in the 4th. It was a very slow start for him today. Had the tournament doctor come out along with the physio. Got some pain medication. Seemed to settle things down. He had an excellent 3rd set.
Had the space to hit into, found the net instead. Boy, this is a huge game right here. Thiem was down a break, broke back, held his serve. Now it's up to Del Po to do the same on his serve.
I feel like I'm in Argentina, Leaf. Seen so many Argentine jerseys. They're all over the place here. I have to say, Del Potro, Federer, Nadal, there are 3 guys that just very rarely do you go anywhere where anyone's pulling against them.
I think it's great that, you know, it's national pride, but I'd also like, you know, fans to be able to buy a jersey that their tennis player wears. I don't like the fact that everyone wears this same outfit. The Del Po's outfit looks like Shapovalov's.
Yeah.
Nice to get a jersey unique to that player. Maybe that's something they can think of moving forward in our sport. You know, maybe a name on the back.
Well, all summer long we would do matches where both players were wearing the same thing.
Yeah, there was a doubles match, I think earlier this year. We had 4 players all wearing
all
the same
outfit. Yeah.
Just who's who.
Oh, what a point. That ball goes out.
Yeah, he's at his snarling, aggressive best right here. And that floats long, and he's fired up about it.
Team tried the little saber attack on the return. It didn't work.
Crafty tennis from both men. It's a physical test. It's a mental test. And there's a lot of talent on display. Again, in on the backhand, and this passing shot is fairly flat, so it doesn't dip. So Thiem can get it at a pretty comfortable height, and he just carved it up nicely. Look at the touch and the spin.
Time violation warning, Mr. Del Potro.
Del Potro getting a time violation warning. How about that? Thiem with the backhand winner to break. And Thiem has come roaring back from a breakdown to take a 4-2 lead.
Well, he was making some errors on the backhand. I was never quite sure he was changing the line of attack at the right times. And now he's got some space. He's got a target in mind. And he gets the execution right. And now it's his turn to pump his fist.
Del Potro led by a break to start this 4th set. Thiem has made that up, now leads by a break, 2 games away from the quarterfinals. The chase review shows that serve is good. And he gets the ace.
Wonderful response with depth and control.
That is big time tennis.
Soaked up so much pressure. Good ball here. Maybe just not enough on this one, but too good on the pass. I mean, he has come alive in this fourth set. He was down and looking out. Things are looking up. Chances now to get to 5-2. The team has put that third set behind him.
Dominic Thiem has raised the level of his game and is one game away from the quarterfinals. Juan Martin del Potro serving to stay in the U.S. Open. Slice backhand is not going to do it for him.
Trouble.
That's exactly what he wants.
15-2.
Tried to take that return early. Hasn't done that too often today.
Whoa! Del Potro with one of his biggest serves of the match. Only his 4th ace. And it avoids a match point. So Del Potro, with his back up against the wall, does all he can do for now.
Well, win or lose, this crowd has enjoyed themselves. They've been part of the story today. Too good. Del Potro had to feel like that was coming back to the backhand. But watch Thiem. He's going to hold this forehand until the very last instant. And he pulls it down the line. Del Potro's nowhere near it.
Thiem seeking his first U.S. Open quarterfinal. Thiem has made the 4th rounder better at every major this year. Semis at the French. 4th round at Wimbledon. Oh, Del Potro with a backhand winner.
Yeah, this is the best defense he played in the corner. Sweet little strike up the line.
He paused before that serve. You could kind of feel a little tension. And it's break point.
13-14. Please. Thank you. Please, already, thank you.
So the story of this match has just added a chapter as Dominic Thiem fails to serve it out and Del Potro is still alive.
Stunning turn of events from Thiem, who was ahead in the game score, but just overplayed the ball, the double fault. Calamitous game for the Austrian, who has to deal with disappointment from having lost a real opportunity. Del Potro now will serve with a bit of momentum. Obviously his back's to the wall, no safety net, but the fact that he's still out here, that is going to be a huge boost of confidence to have survived that.
The only thing predictable about this match has been its unpredictability, Leaf. I mean, these guys, just when you think one of them has got the momentum, the other one grabs it right back. They've each had a chance to put this set away. Del Potro had the early break. Dominic Thiem got it back, serve for the match. And Del Potro will be serving down 4-5, feeling much better.
It's interesting how the Armstrong court has this tradition of amazing matches, and I feel like this grandstand court is producing some pretty special moments as well. I mean, this crowd has been a part of the story, has made it special. Obviously the players playing a small role as well.
Del Potro 2 points from leveling this fourth set. Love and a chance for 5-all. Thiem led 5-3, 30 love. But we are deadlocked at 5 apiece, fourth set. Must-win set if Del Potro hopes to stay in the US Open.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Please, please.
You feel like that was a big point for Thiem, just to take a little of the pressure off. Bresnik is certainly concerned. Sporting the shades, even though the lights are on here in the grandstand.
Be interesting to get his take on what's happening here with Thiem.
30 left.
Use that shot frequently. Sharp angle back cross court. Drag that one down into the net. Overspun it.
Again, Del Potro has never come from 2 sets to love down in a major. He's done it in Davis Cup once. Huge forehand and a sigh of relief. Game point.
40-50.
There's a moment on his forehand where he just has a bit of deception about it. I mean, Del Potro was thinking that was going back to the backhand, and at the last instant, Thiem pulls it line.
Dominic Thiem has never won the first 2 sets in a major and lost the match. He's hoping this is not the first time. He leads 6-5 in the 4th. Juan Martin del Potro serving to force a tiebreak here in the 4th set. Fans on the edge of their seats. They've been that way since the start of this match. Del Potro started very sluggishly, had the doctor come out. Whatever his issues were have evaporated.
Maybe it was the tennis flu, but it's gone now, isn't it? As he's finding his range on the serve. And this trusty weapon is finding the range.
All right, how about that defense by Thiem that led to offense?
15.
Yeah, Del Potro was in a position to win that point, get the 30 love. He could breathe a little easier. Instead, Thiem steals it. Backhand up the line.
Del Potro is going to go to the chase review just to confirm it. It was called good.
Chasing a little tennis fortune, trying to reverse this call that went against him.
And that ball right on the line. And Del Potro falls behind in this game, 15-30.
Misfires. Oh boy, now it's some serious trouble for Del Potro.
Dominic Thiem has arrived at match point. One saved by one swat. One more to face. Two saved by two swings.
Thank you.
Del Potro has been resurrected in this set.
Both players receive one additional challenge. Thank you.
Dominic Thiem ready to serve in the fourth set tiebreak. He just had 2 match points come and go in the last Del Potro service game.
Well, that was a miss. A big miss. And the team just has to forget about the chances, the opportunities missed. Del Potro just needs to keep his foot on the accelerator. Serving well, striking the forehand well.
2-0, Del Potro.
Oh, he's dialed up some big serves.
3-0, Del Potro.
So Del Potro jumps up 3-0 in a must-win set for him. The momentum shifts are immeasurable in this match.
And almost something of a throwaway forehand for Thiem. He just went after that one. Keep your wits about you. As Del Potro now 2 serves to come, up 4-1.
It has been all Del Potro here in this tiebreak. Juan Martin del Potro electrifying this crowd here in the grandstand on this Monday evening at the U.S. Open. A spot in the quarterfinals on the line. He's been out of this match, it has seemed, on several different occasions, but now 2 points from an improbable 5th set. A multitude of set points for Del Potro. Oh!
I think Buenos Aires has just landed in Queens.
I think you're right, partner. History is in the making, as Juan Martin del Potro has never come from 2 sets to love down and won a match at a major, and Dominic Thiem has never lost a match in a major when he's been up 2 sets to love. Something's got to give. A 5th set is on the way. This was the 4th set stats, as both guys had a chance, especially Dominic Thiem. 2 match points at 5-6, 15-40.
Yeah, a couple of aces really from Delpo. It saved it, and then some solid tennis. He's uncorked a few forehands, but then Thiem pretty much imploded. The unforced errors in the breaker, giving Delpo the lead, and ultimately the big Argentine able to close it out. So Thiem was his own worst enemy coming down the stretch in that 4th set. He's going to have to be a lot tighter in the final set to have any chance at all, because Delpo has the crowd, he's got the momentum. got the fourth set.
Time. Final set.
Fifth set. Oh, Thiem was on it.
Love 15.
Hunter Presnick can't sit anymore. He's standing. Too nervous to sit.
Nearly another great play.
15.
Who's going to control their nerves, their emotions, and tap into their best tennis? Yeah, better patience and composure from Thiem there. Stayed in the rally. Del Potro had a swing, but it was on a very low ball. Coughs up the air, 15-30.
Thiem will challenge this. It was called good. He'll go to the chase review.
An absolute screamer across the line. I mean, he hit this flat with plenty of pace. Did he catch the line? Yes, it did. A couple of millimeters.
40-30. Mr. Thiem has
Game point Del Potro.
The net cord was unkind to Del Pope. It popped up for the fairly easy finish for Thiem.
Coach standing now. Just can't take it. The edge of the seat isn't good enough. I think this whole stadium would stand if they could. And Del Potro hammers his way to game point. He had 2 aces to save 2 match points earlier in the 4th set when he was down 5-6, 15-40.
Yep, he's on the board first. And as the first serve come in handy for him tonight. Saved match points. He's won him important games. And just getting his nose ahead in this 5th and final set, hugely important. Delper 0-6 against top 8 players this season. He had 5 wins last year against top 8 guys. Of course, Thiem currently ranked number 8. So the Austrian to start off the service game in the final set.
Another chase review.
Yeah, Thiem stopped play, and then the umpire actually made the call after that. A late call from the chair, but an accurate one, and a good eye from Thiem.
59, Del Potro has 2 chances.
Again, a credit Thiem. He has never melted down completely in this match. He's still staying competitive despite all the heartache in this match for him. Missed opportunities. He's still fighting on here.
It's interesting that serve out wide too, because his toss is so far behind his head. It doesn't look like that's the optimal location to go wide. Somehow he made that one land on the line.
Good serve. And now it's Thiem's turn to deliver the aces. Game apiece here in the 5th set. Again, the U.S. Open, it's worth pointing out, does play the tiebreak at the end of the 5th set.
Now, these rackets were designed specifically for Dominic Thiem. He tried a couple of different styles. Weren't completely agreeable to him. They modeled that racket after his personal taste. So he's got a good stick in his hands right here. 2 sets all, 1 game all.
These guys will lay it on the line. The longest they can go is a tiebreak. They've been slugging it out almost 3 hours now. There was a time in this match when we never would have dreamed we would be here, as Del Potro came out of the gate sluggish, not feeling well, had the physio and the physician out. He got a pain reliever, took it, took about a set, and then he responded. He's won the third and fourth sets. He's down 2 match points in the fourth. Fourth double fault of the match.
Whoa, what a correction after the double fault.
I tell you, these guys have been serving so big here in the fourth and fifth sets with so much on the line. The quality of this match has just continued to get better and better the deeper it's gone.
The threat of the Delpo forehand forced Thiem to try and squeeze that into a very tight space. Down the line, he missed it in the alley. So sometimes even when you're not hitting your forehand, it can win you a point. That's the case for Delpo there.
A laser of a forehand. These guys bringing out the heavy artillery here to start the fifth set. Del Potro getting more whatever that doctor gave him before. It looks like a pain reliever, and munching on a banana, hydrating. Be interesting to hear what he has to say after this match about his physical condition. Certainly doesn't seem to be an injury, more of an illness, not feeling well. But it has not slowed him down the longer this match has gone.
Time.
You have to be a little surprised that Juan Martin del Potro is still playing this match.
Yeah.
From his condition after the 2 opening sets. I mean, this has been an incredible physical recovery, not only in terms of the score, this match being pushed to the fifth.
And then beyond that, I mean, Thiem was up 5-3, 30 love. And then Del Potro was down 5-6, 15, 40. That was all in the fourth set. And here we are. Fifth set. On serve 1-2. It's just not a battle that I think Del Potro is going to win, going backhand to backhand with Thiem.
Yeah, this seems to be a positive rhythm. 3 or 4 cross court, and then the down the line, it's wide open. You have to allow that to develop, though. Jump in too early and you'll make the error.
Oh! 2 backhand winners in a row to start this game.
Straightforward in the end.
49.
This would be such a significant result if Del Potro can come back and win this. I mean, I can't think of a match where a guy was as sick. Maybe Pete Sampras versus Alex Corretja. Remember back in '96? Marathon match right here at the U.S. Open. Sampras ill on court, somehow finds a way over the line. Del Potro just willing to conserve a little energy there.
Let that go. And 2-all now, 5th set. Again, no tie breaks in the 5th set at the U.S. Open, so as long as you can keep holding serve, that's as far as you can go in the 5th set in this major. Reminder to go to usopen.org and follow all the matches here. Roger Federer in action tonight. You can also shop for official merchandise. Follow the stats on this match. It's quite a comprehensive website, usopen.org. Check out the schedule for tomorrow, too.
50.
Quarterfinals start tomorrow. 2 men's quarterfinals tomorrow, 2 women's quarters. Winner of this match will play the winner of Federer-Kohlschreiber in 2 days.
Been the most successful tactic for Thiem. He's been trying to take the backhand early. Out wide again.
The server having a huge advantage here to start this 5th set. Thiem hasn't lost a point on his serve. And Del Potro has only dropped 1 first serve point, 3 second serve points. And Del Potro steams ahead. 3-2, final set. It has been quite the home court advantage tonight for Juan Martin del Potro. This crowd really refused to let him lose, as he was down 2 sets to love and now leads 2-3 here in the 5th.
He's got a close eye on his man, Dominic Thiem. Good to Bresnik. He's got him. What a combination of plays. Yeah, Thiem's just not hitting his target with the backhand. That was an invitation in the center of the court for Del Potro to take a swing. He's happy to oblige.
Break point, Del Potro. Thiem saves one. But a lot of work left to do here.
15-14. Please, my place.
One of his favorite plays into this ad court has been the high bouncing serve out wide and then big into the open space. Let's see what Thiem decides to do here.
Thiem facing his last break point. And Thiem saves all three. One of the most compelling matches of the U.S. Open, still very much in question as to who's going to come through this. Spot in the quarterfinals on the line.
Thiem's forehand again, middle of the box. Del Potro is going to have that one for a light snack. And whoever's controlling, commanding that center of the court has been the winner most of the time. So it's an important real estate battle going on as well.
Game point Thiem for 3-all, fifth set. Just the strength and the timing to produce those backhand winners. It deserves a standing ovation.
Yeah, and he's got a few fans in this grandstand court, but they're outnumbered. But they're certainly as captivated by the moment as the Argies.
That was the 49th winner of the match for Dominic Thiem, and he saved break points in that game to still be standing here even 3-all, fifth set.
Yeah, that looked a little long. I think it was a good call.
No challenge from Del Potro. He will not use the chase review.
A couple of balls close to the baseline. You heard a few murmurs from the crowd. They thought it might have been out. Del Potro opting not to challenge, not to go with the chase review.
You have to stop the point, just too much on the line unless you're absolutely sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's felt like the Delpo Open. Two absolute massive swings from each man. And it's Del Potro who wins the exchange.
Yeah, what's been so impressive tonight, not only the power these two generate, but how they can absorb the power from their opponent across the net. Guys have great hands, great defensive skills. 2-all, 3-all, 30-all. What a shot.
Game point Del Potro to move ahead here in the final set. That's called out. Thiem is going to go to the chase review to confirm it. If the call stands, game Del Potro. Del Potro looks pretty confident it's out. He's walking to the changeover area, and the chase review shows it's out. 4-3 Del Potro, final set.
Del Potro. Del Potro leads 4-1-2-3 final sets. Mr. Thiem has one challenge remaining.
Well, this has been the place to be here in the latter stages of this Monday at the U.S. Open, a national holiday here in the United States. And it's been a celebration. Well, maybe it's the full moon. Maybe that's what's got things so crazy here tonight.
Thank you. Both players are ready.
A compelling match. It's felt like a roller coaster. Ups and downs, twists and turns. 3-4.
15.
Both men trying to be a little extra aggressive on some of these service returns. Didn't pay off that time.
A big error by Del Potro, Lee, but I'm just so impressed with the mental composure of both of these guys in this match. I mean, this is one of those matches where you feel like they're very much into it mentally. They're leaving nothing out on this court when they walk off.
Yeah, you play into Delpo's forehand at your peril. Have to make good decisions on the tennis court. I guess if you're ahead in the score, maybe you can go into that corner a little more easily. Got some room to work with in terms of the game score.
Thiem holds 4-all. I like how positive these guys are being, Leaf, because they both have their chances in this match, and they're playing with very short memories. They're fully engaged in every point, every game. A lot of positive emotion. No pouting, no slamming rackets. This is just a good battle.
Delpo got a good jump to his right. He was there, but just mistimed the forehand. So often in this final set, we've seen Del Potro dial up a big first serve when he's been behind in the score, down those match points in particular. But this is a moment when he's called on the first delivery. Let's see what he does here.
Del Potro gonna challenge, go to the chase review, kill that curiosity. And confirms the call was correct. Second serve. Now Thiem gonna go to the chase review.
Yeah, this one looked like it hit the line, and there's confirmation.
15 all.
Not a bad return, but how quickly did Delpo get around the backhand to produce that winner?
Del Potro unloads another forehand. Game point.
40-15.
Some exchange. 3 hours and 25 minutes in, and these guys are just going toe to toe.
I mean, there's no let up in this match. You're right. 3.5 hours. These guys are going absolutely as strong as they were, if not stronger, at the start of the match. Certainly for Del Potro, it's strong.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, he overhit it. An air of aggression. Everyone captivated with this match around the grounds. Dominic Thiem serving 4-5, fifth set. These fans refused to let Juan Martin del Potro lose. He was down 2 sets to love. And they have been behind him the entire way. Dominic Thiem serving to stay in the tournament.
That high spinning serve again out to the backhand. Del Potro does not have the answer.
Thiem had 2 match points in the 4th set at 5-6, 15-40. He led 5-3, 30 love in that set. But he's kept his composure. This has been a match of very high integrity and character.
Boy, did he cut off the angle there, up on top of the baseline. Quickly to his right. Look at where he is standing. Unbelievable.
And the door to victory is cracked open for Del Potro. Good.
Incredible point.
This has been fun. $30-all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It is a moment I'm not sure most of these people believed would occur. Match point Del Potro.
Please. Please.
Boy, that was an intense exchange. Thiem was severely tested wide to his right, kept the ball in play.
Yes.
So each man has had a match point now. Deuce at 4-5 in the 5th. They just keep dazzling us. Back to deuce. Thiem will go to the chase review to confirm this out call. If the call stands, it's a second match point for Del Potro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Call stands, match point number 2 for Del Potro.
Please, please.
Linesman called it good. Del Potro's challenging. The match hangs in the balance on this chase review. Juan Martin del Potro has come from 2 sets to love down and won for the first time in a major. I am sad to see that match end, Leaf.
Now, this man has been involved in so many inspirational matches, inspirational moments that prove his character again and again.
What a battle, and Dominic Thiem leaves with his head held high. Juan Martin del Potro looked like he may not finish the match at one point. And somehow, I cannot wait to hear what he has to say about this to explain what was going on. Somehow, he battled through whatever it was and wins 6-4 in the 5th to advance to the quarterfinals to face either Roger Federer or Philip Kohlschreiber. Federer and Kohlschreiber playing at the moment. Federer's up a set. But that is one of the best matches, if not the best so far on the men's side of the U.S. Open.
That was brilliant. After 2 sets where it didn't look like Del Potro was healthy enough to continue, somehow he was able to manage a win from an absolutely desperate, nearly impossible situation.
Juan Martin, how were you able to win that match?
Oh my God. Well, I don't know what can I say after a big battle. I was sick the last 2 days, and I came here trying to play as better I can. And then when I saw all this crowd cheering for me, my earners grew up. I was trying to feel better every game, and I think I fight like this because of you guys. So thank you very much.
You've won the ultimate match here at the U.S. Open before, a final in 5 sets over Roger Federer. How do you compare tonight?
Well, I would like to have the trophy after these 5 matches. But it's not the same. I'm so happy to go through playing this great match, and you can see the atmosphere here. It's great, and I enjoyed a lot.
How do you recover for the next match?
I don't know. I think it's enough for me. But maybe I have the chance to play Roger again in this tournament, which is special for me, and I would like to play my best tennis.
And finally, so I didn't know whether we were still in New York City during this match or whether we were in Argentina. Can you just say a few things in Spanish to everybody?
Buenas noches a todos. Y muchas gracias de corazón. El apoyo que me dieron me sirvió mucho para no abandonar, para no rendirme. Y este partido lo voy a recordar siempre. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
What a night.
Yeah, what can you say? Two athletes putting it all out there. Del Potro finding a way over the line from a desperate, improbable situation. One of the great efforts we've had this year, or any year, here in New York. But this man always seems to deliver something extraordinary when he gets into this city, buoyed by the support of all these Argentine fans. Absolutely fantastic. And a moment to savor in victory.